This video is very kindly sponsored by my friends at Squarespace. Hello my beautiful friends, and better make sure I have no chocolate on my face because I just ate a cookie. And the amount of times I do that, the amount of times that I film something and then I look in the mirror and there's food on my face and I'm just like, come on Amanda, get it together. Hello my beautiful friends, I hope you have been keeping very well. Welcome back to another What I Eat in a Week video. We're starting this What I Eat in a Week video on a Sunday, which is today. It is 3:45 p.m. right now, and today has been an interesting day of eating. I woke up this morning and went for a walk and then went to brunch with my friends where I had a hot chocolate because it was super rainy on the Gold Coast this morning. So I had a hot chocolate at this really great cafe here on the Gold Coast. I'll link it down below. And then I also had their avocado on toast. You know by now I love avocado on toast so much. I eat it pretty regularly, and this is one of my favorite spots for avocado on toast on the Gold Coast. They do a really great vegan feta with it. It comes with some balsamic as well, and it's just a really great serving size, so it keeps me full for a really long time. Anyway, since then I actually haven't eaten anything at all. It is an interesting day because it's the first day of my period as well, so my eating tends to be a little bit different on my period. Sometimes I'm like super ravenous and I can't stop eating, and other days like today I just don't have a huge appetite. I'm about to go to Bonnie's house for dinner and she's going to make a really yummy pasta, which I'm super excited about. And this afternoon I also baked some cookies and I made an Instagram reel with the recipe, so I'm gonna link that down below if you do want to check it out. But I think I'm very good at making cookies. Like, I feel like of most things to do with baking, like I love baking in general, but I feel like cookies are my specialty, and I think I've nailed like an easy vegan choc chip cookie. So I'm about to snack on this before I go to Bonnie's house, and yeah, that's gonna be my day of eating so far. We'll see if I get hungry later, being the first day of the period and all that kind of stuff. But if you like baking and you like choc chip cookies, definitely click on my reel that I'll link down below to try this out because it's really, really good. So I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to have for lunch today, and I noticed I had some, oh hello Cara.
Oh, I've got my pants on.
I noticed I had a head of cauliflower in the fridge that definitely needed to be used ASAP, so I just decided to make some cauliflower for lunch essentially. So I'm having a plate of cauliflower. It is just some cauliflower with some sesame oil, soy sauce and hoisin sauce, and I just mixed it all together. I put it onto a baking tray and into the oven and baked it for about 30 to 40 minutes. And then I also have some vegan mayo that I'm gonna have with it. It smells delicious. I'm actually really excited to get into it now that I've cooked it. And yeah, that is gonna be a very simple and random lunch from me today. I'm actually really excited because for dinner tonight, I'm making shepherd's pie. It is one of my favorite dinners at the moment, and I just love it so much because it's so hearty, it's so delicious, and it makes me feel really good as well. So snacking on this, then I'm going to get into making and preparing dinner, and I am very excited about it. Isn't it funny how potatoes like are different colors depending on how ripe they are?
Potatoes are so weird. Did they grow when they are going off?
I know. Brand new phone, high heels on, cobblestones. I knew you leave us jumping through the street light. Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. I woke up early this morning and went for a walk, for a 7.5 kilometer walk. It is pretty hot outside at the moment because we're in summer here in Australia. So yeah, I'm pretty feeling ready for, first of all, some water, and second of all, some breakfast. And I actually really feel like an acai bowl this morning. And something very exciting is that for Christmas I got a new Vitamix. Oh, she is a thing of beauty and I am very, oh hello tiger. So I'm thinking, yeah, for breakfast this morning, an acai bowl is on the card. Okay, so first things first, and I always start by putting a bit of plant-based milk in the bottom of the blender. Then I'm adding in some frozen banana, some frozen blackberries, and a sachet of acai. Ooh. I normally would add some protein powder here, but I am completely out of protein powder right now. I definitely need to add that to my to-do list today. So this is going to be a very simple acai blend. So here is my breakfast. I added some of my maple tahini granola as well as some peanut butter, fresh blackberries and fresh yellow nectarine, serving it in my coconut bowl, and this is going to be a very delightful start to the day. So I want to take a moment to thank my friends at Squarespace for making today's video possible. If you've never heard of Squarespace before, it's an all-in-one platform where you can host and design your own website. I've personally been using it for, I would say, like we're getting close to the 2-year mark at this point, to host and design my own website, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It is so user-friendly and just a brilliant place to host and design your website. I personally really enjoy all of the blogging features as well as the ability to link your own social media, but something that I have been really loving lately is the Squarespace app that I can use on my phone. It makes it so easy to be able to track orders of my ebook that are coming in. It is just user-friendly in itself as well. So yes, very much so loving that. So if you're looking to launch your own website or maybe start your own blog, I highly recommend using Squarespace. You can head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/AmandaDux. Use my code AmandaDux. That will get you 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Alrighty, thank you so much to Squarespace, and thanks to you for being here. Let's get back into what I'm eating in a week. Okay, so I am working from home today, just doing some editing, and when I'm working from home, I really like to make quick and easy lunches, and that's what I am doing today. So I've just got one of these flatbreads that I just warmed up. I also have just mixed some coconut yogurt with some lime juice and spring onions. I'm gonna spread this on here, and then I would usually add some lettuce, but I don't have any lettuce at the moment, so I am just doing some cucumber. That's actually a lot of cucumber, Amanda, and some fresh tomato. I need to put some black pepper on the tomato, obviously. And then I also just fried up a whole heap of chickpeas. This is actually going to be very full despite the lack of lettuce. That is a lot of food and a lot of chickpeas, but chickpeas are like my favorite source of protein. So having one of these cola kombuchas with my lunch as well whilst I work, and whew, yes, that is going to be my lunch for today. Wish me luck with somehow wrapping this up. I don't know how I'm gonna make it work. So it is a very late dinner tonight. It is 9 p.m. and I've just cooked myself up this tomato pasta dish that I have been loving so much lately. I have had it very, very regularly. Tonight I had a couple of netball games and I don't really like to eat dinner before I play just because it can make me feel not very good when I'm running around for a couple of hours. So yes, I decided to make dinner when I got home tonight, and even though it's late, I'm very excited to tuck into this. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this and then I'm not gonna be far away from going to sleep, and I will see you for breakfast in the morning. So what day is it today? Happy Wednesday. This morning, Cara and I went to one of our favorite cafes to have a little bit of a podcast meeting, and so whilst we were there, I got myself an iced chocolate on macadamia milk and also this avocado on toast, which had some balsamic and cherry tomatoes with it as well. It was very delicious. Such a good way to start the day. It's actually super rainy on the Gold Coast today, and so I've been feeling like really hearty food, and I decided to have a little bit of a breakfast for lunch moment for lunch today. So underneath this pile of food there is a piece of sourdough toast. I then also made some homemade barbecue baked beans and fried up some crispy kale. My crispy kale is just kale, olive oil, salt and nutritional yeast. Super delicious, and I have a recipe for homemade baked beans on my website. And then I also just topped it with some micro herbs that I had in the fridge. So yes, this is going to be my lunch today. I'm very excited because I really feel like a hearty meal, and I will catch up with you when I am next in the mood for some food. Good morning and welcome to Thursday. This morning I am in the mood for a smoothie, so that's exactly what I am going to make. My favorite smoothie of all time is a cacao peanut butter smoothie, so that is what I am going to make today. I like to add frozen bananas, plant-based milk, as well as cacao powder, maca powder, peanut butter. I also usually like to add protein powder, but we don't have any at the moment. And today I'm also going to add some frozen spinach, which makes it a really funky color, but just adding some greens into the breakfast in some way. And I find that adding frozen spinach is really good because you honestly can't taste it. That's going to be my breakfast this morning. I'm going to get into making it now, and then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. And so from there, the rest of Thursday was a very interesting day. I ended up snacking on one of these Tropika chocolate protein bars, which I really enjoy. I pretty much always have them in the house just to have as a little snack if I'm feeling like something sweet. And then from there, I made myself lunch, which was interesting. I made a black bean and cheese quesadilla. So I just mashed up some black beans with some spices as well as tomato, and then I got some vegan cheese and I cut a few slices of that. I put both of those onto some tortillas, and yeah, I fried that up in a little bit of oil. The interesting thing with this lunch is because I make these quesadilla style things quite a lot when I'm feeling lazy and I want like a yummy snack, but I also was really in the mood for some crispy kale, so I also made some crispy kale and I had that on the side with my quesadilla. And so yeah, that was my lunch. And then I, for dinner, wanted to try making this creamy gnocchi because I was testing a creamy sauce for the gnocchi, and look, it wasn't amazing. The texture wasn't completely perfect, but I am working on perfecting it so that I can share it with you. But of course, I still really enjoyed having gnocchi for dinner, and this had some oregano in it as well, and it was just like a really nice creamy cheesy pasta. And then that brings us to now, which is 9 a.m. on Friday morning. So this morning I definitely am going to have an iced cacao, and I'm also gonna make some kind of savory moment because I went and got some fresh bread this morning. So I think it's gonna be a delicious start to the day. I'm wondering if I have ripe avocado. Oh, I think I do. Oh, I really do. We might have to do an Amanda Ducks classic this morning and have some avocado on toast as well as an iced cacao. Do I want to do something fun and fresh and different, or do I just want to do that? Look, I think it's just going to be an avo toast and iced cacao kind of morning. Okay, so here is breakfast. Avocado on toast, 2 pieces of thick cut sourdough, avocado, lime, salt and pepper, and then also an iced cacao, of course. Something else that I do that has become a little bit of a ritual when I get a new loaf of bread is I love the crust of the bread, and I love eating it with butter and Vegemite on it. So I'm also going to be having this piece of bread with some vegan butter and some Vegemite on it as my little, yes, just like ritual thing that I do. I love Vegemite so much. It's a very Australian thing to say, I know, but I love it very, very much. And something interesting as well is because I was unwell a couple of weeks ago is that whenever I'm sick, all I want to eat is toast with Vegemite on it. That's it. Anyway, that's kind of irrelevant to this video. I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast. I'm working from home today, so I'm gonna work until I'm hungry next, and then we'll see what I'm going to have for lunch. Okay, so for lunch today, I decided to make some crispy cauliflower tacos, which is a lunch/dinner that I am very much so enjoying lately. To make the cauliflower, I just cut it into florets, rolled it in some olive oil, and then I dipped it in a coating that I made from flour, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, salt and pepper. I didn't measure anything. I tend to not measure things most of the time unless I'm like consciously trying to come up with a recipe. So yes, my cauliflower is in the oven right now getting nice and crispy, and I'm gonna start making everything else. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. I've mentioned before that I really like to keep my lunches simple. So I'm just gonna have some tortillas, some lettuce, the crispy cauliflower, and then I'm also gonna do a sauce. So last night I made this sauce for the gnocchi, which is like a creamy cashew sauce, and I tend to make cashew creamy, like cheesy, flavorful sauces quite frequently, and I often have leftovers. I really enjoy making a creamy cashew sauce because I feel like it just goes with so many things. So if I have leftovers, I can use it, for example, on toast in the morning. I can also use it with a variety of dinners, including nachos, including pasta, and of course, tacos. So I am going to actually mix some of this sauce with a little bit of coriander and lime because I really enjoy lime and coriander on my tacos, especially with these crispy cauliflower ones I've been having most recently. So yes, I definitely recommend, if you haven't tried making a creamy sauce and you have a high-powered blender at home, there are an abundance of cashew cream recipes on the internet, and I highly recommend giving it a crack and seeing if it's something that you enjoy. It can just add a lot of flavor to a lot of things. So yes, definitely a staple in my diet. Okay, so this is my lunch all assembled. I have just topped with some micro herbs, and I've got some lime to squeeze over the top as well. It smells so delicious. I'm so excited to get into it. And with my lunch today, I am also having a kombucha. Oh, now I'm not gonna even be able to open it. Cheers to a delicious day of food. Okay, so I'm making dinner for Cara and I tonight, and I've decided to make a stir fry because I have a bunch of vegetables in the fridge. So I'm going to use some of these Hokkien noodles that Cara picked up from the supermarket in it, and then as well as that I have yellow capsicum, carrot, broccoli, and this is definitely not mushrooms. This is snow peas. And then for the sauce, I'm going to use sesame oil, soy sauce, garlic, and lime juice, which is a new kind of sauce to me, but I feel like it's going to taste good, so we're just going to completely roll with it. But it should be a really yummy, nourishing dinner. What time do you want to watch Survivor? Everyone, when dinner's ready? Okay. breakfast ready.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yummy. Thank you so much. It smells incredible.
It's okay.
I had a few days where it was actually kind of cool at night.
Yeah.
And those days are gone.
Those days are gone, darling. So on Saturday morning, I decided to have a couple of hot cross buns for breakfast because they are already in the supermarkets here in Australia. So I had 2 fruit hot cross buns with some vegan butter on, and it was a delightful way to start the day, I must say. Then my friend and I decided to make a salad for lunch. So we chopped up some bread and made some crispy croutons, which were divine. And then in my salad, I also had some crispy chickpeas, spring onion, lettuce, cucumber, tomato, and then I also made a creamy dressing, which was like an olive oil, lemon, mustard dressing. Super delicious. For dinner, we decided to roast up some veggies and some sausages. So we did roasted pumpkin as well as roasted potato. We also made some crispy kale, which I am loving so much at the moment. These are the vegan sausages that we had with dinner. Personally, they're one of my favorites as someone who doesn't really enjoy mock meat that much. And yes, this was just like, you know, when you are just in the mood for a really hearty dinner, this is personally what I crave when I'm in the mood for a hearty dinner. So I had a whole heap of potatoes, whole heap of pumpkin, as well as the kale and the sausages, and I did end up topping this with some barbecue sauce, of course. Okay, and that brings us to the end of everything that I ate in a week as a vegan. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the little vlog style. I'm enjoying mixing it up at the moment. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I post what I eat in a week videos every single month, so there's lots of vegan food inspiration. Thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting my channel. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.